Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. It's on the southern spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of JohnnieP. Now JohnnieP is on the NA server and it's the American Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to all our members. I hope you're having an absolutely fabulous time and well, don't overindulge. Yep, I hope that you're having wonderful parties and enjoying all the parades. Well, what can I tell you about this Arty? Well, it never actually got built, but it's based on the hull of a Panther tank, and it's got a 15cm gun, which has got fairly good accuracy, fairly long load time, about the same as the AMX-13 F3, or the M12 for that matter. And it's got a turret, which means that it can shoot over quite a wide arc, and it's also got a nickname, Dracula, and that's why this command says Count Dracula on it. And JohnnieP has gone into the aim straight away on his first target, a Carnarvon Action 10, which is a tier 8 tank. This is a tier 8 game, he's tier 7. Rounds out on the Carnarvon, direct hit on him, but only 30 hit points. He must have hit the turret armor. It looked like the shell hit the burst plates on the turret. Yep, it definitely did. There's a yellow mark on the turret, on the burst shield. That's why it was only 30 hit points. That burst shielding is supposed to pre-explode the heat ammo. Oh, that one hit the hull, and it was 229. Much better. A little further back, we've just seen a Scorpion go down. And the Carnarvon's dead. Right, well there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks over on the Magic Forest, and we've got a Defender and an IS-2, and one's just collided with the other, and he's working out where to place the shell. Oh, got a bit of reticule bloom there. He's near the edge of his field of fire, and yep, he just moved the vehicle slightly to the right to extend his field of fire. He's now following the IS-2, rounds out. Oh, the IS-2 didn't pull back far enough, and all he did was stun the IS-2. Okay, now they are moving forward, so I'd extend the field of fire a little more whilst you're waiting for the reload to complete. By the way, the mods, I use Aslains, and that's the Damocles sight and the aim timer as well. No, he's lost sight of them because there's nobody over there spotting at all. But we do have an enemy in sight, and he's at the other end of the battlefield, and he's just been wiped out. So now might be a good idea for JohnnieP to DD Mao out of here as fast as he can, go north and get far away from that gaggle of enemy tanks, because he doesn't want to get surprised by them. There's nobody spotting except the E25 and the AMX AC46. And so he's not going to see them until they're fairly close to the cap area, and they might come along the back of the map, or the bottom of the map, the south end, through the bushes. So it would be a good idea to pre-aim at somewhere where you're likely to see them first. So that's what Arty players tend to do. They pre-aim at spots where the enemy is anticipated. Okay, E25 just got hit, and he's just got wiped out. Now, the AMX 1375's gone back to defend his cap because that IS-6 is close to the cap. But I reckon the gaggle of enemy tanks, I reckon they're on the south of the line, somewhere on the K line. And the Comet's moving forward. There's the Defender, and he's actually on the J line, but he is close to the cap. Okay, getting ready to shoot. Lined him up, rounds out. Direct hit on his rear for 199. It stunned him. And I think he's going to try and use the side of that house for side scraping. Oh, and that tank got very close. That was a T-54 Mod 1. The Defender's side scraping that house, so we know where he is. And we could probably put a round, a blind shot, at the corner of that house and still hit him. There's the IS-2. He's low on hit points. He's just fired. He's pulling back. Let's finish him off. Rounds out. Yes! Kill shot. Yes, the Defender is still on the corner of that house, so we could have blind fired him. The T-29's capping. And he's taking damage. He's a one-shot now, And he's gone. Now, defenders next. With 2 tanks up on the enemy, we're loaded. Rounds out, and yes, another hit directly into the side of the defender. 239 this time. He's not quite a one-shot for a splash or a direct hit, but he's close, and now he's dead. And that was the Murovanka who just took him out. There's 4 enemy vehicles left. They've got a Steel Waffenträger, 2 Ferdinands, and a Progetto 46. And the most dangerous of those, I think, is the Progetto, because of course he can put in that burst of damage from 3 shots altogether. Progetto was seen in the Magic Forest heading back towards his own cap, but all the tanks that were at the cap had been killed. And I presume that it was the Ferdinands that were doing that, because they've got 2 kills. One's got 2 kills, the other one's got 1. Now the best thing that JohnnieP can do at this moment is go straight up the 1 line, get as far north as he can, now they're saying look in grid square D8. We're getting a lot of pinging coming from the Murovanka, and that may be because the Murovanka took some damage from that area. Okay, we're looking into the wood where he anticipated, pre-aiming ahead of him just in case he gets a spot. That's always a wise decision. Pre-aim on spots where you anticipate seeing enemy tanks. The E25 might spot the Ferdinands up on the A line, but we've lost the Murovanka, so it must have been the Progetto. Yes, there he is. He was where the Murovanka said he was. Oh, and he's just killed the Scorpion G, or was it? No, it was the Ferdinand got the Scorpion. And we missed the Scorpion G. There's the one of the Ferdinands. Oh, and he's just wiped out our AMX AC-46, so we're now down to 4 versus 3. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a shot into that Progetto. No, he's disappeared. The E25's near the cap. The T28, well, he's up on that ridgeline near the cap, near the lighthouse actually. Now will be a good time to relocate north, because we don't know where the Steel Waffenträger is. T25 appears to be heading back towards our cap. I wonder if he's doing that because either he's trying to circle around the Magic Forest to come in from a different direction. It certainly looks like that. And we're aiming, pre-aiming where we anticipate seeing the enemy. E25's trying to come in from the north. He's going right down to the edge of the water. And I think he's going to then start moving south. Oh, the Steel Waffenträger is in the south. Now that's what I anticipated, that he would come south. And I think he knows he's been spotted. And he's aiming at the T25. We fire a blind shot in. And that was near where he was last seen. We've got 17 rounds of standard HE, 5 rounds of premium, just in case. As you can see here, the alpha damage, 680, it's on both. But you've got slightly bigger burst radius, 8.6 on the premium, and the burst radius on the standard is 7.6. So it's an extra meter in radius, but that actually does make a big difference, because remember it's pi r squared in terms of the actual blast area or stun area. Waffenträger rounds out. This should be a penetrating round. It hit him. It didn't kill him. And there's the Ferdinand, and he's engaged in the E25. He has taken some damage, but E25 has that small gun. It's 75mm, I believe, but it's got a good fire rate. We can hit the Ferdinand in the rear. Will do a lot of damage to him. Rounds out. Direct hit on his roof, and he's killed the next second by the T28 with that 120mm gun. But we have lost our T25 too. And the Waffenträger, oh, he's lost a lot of hit points. He's down to just 15% left. So there's only 2 enemies, the Progetto and the Steel Waffenträger. E25's gone looking for them. They're too far away from the T28 to do anything. T28's capping. Progetto's trying to get shots on him, I think. Can't see him. He's... Oh, that's going to miss him. Well, the E25 finished off the steel Waffenträger. So it's just the Progetto left now. He's found him. Okay, we're still dialing in. And the Waffen... Oh, E25's wiped out. We need this shot to count. And... rounds out. Oh, no, it fell behind him. Not enough lead. Okay, so now we need to get closer to the cap. Either to cap out with the T28 or to get hits on the enemy, because he's bound to go for a reset. He's going to go to the edge of the magic forest, so we should be pre-aiming somewhere like D7 or D8. That's where I think that the Progetto is going to hide, and he's going to try and shoot into that T28, but he doesn't want to get close to it, because that 120mm gun's got 400 alpha, and the Progetto's got much less than that. So the closer we are, the more likely we're going to get a shot into him. And remember, he's got thin armor, so we could get a penetrating shot on him. Even a splash would be good. Okay, he's been spotted. Stop, shoot. Lining up a shot, dialing in. He did get a reset. We fire around in. Oh, we get a big hit in the side. 251. He's in one shot now, easily. I mean, even a splash from us would be enough to take him out. Okay, we're getting close to the cap. We're going to have to help the T28 because that Progetto can keep popping up, putting a round in, and resetting the T28. We've only got 3 minutes left, so we don't want to be in a position where the T28 isn't able to cap out. So we need to get near the cap, or actually in the cap. Remember, it's 1 minute 40 seconds to cap out in standard battle, and there's only 2 minutes 55 seconds left on the clock. We don't want to get seen by the Progetto, because he'll go for us first, and there he is. Now lining him up, the buildings are in the way, but we can see him. Now we've got a green line, now we've got a red line. The building's in the way. He's pulling away, probably because it's not a good angle for him. But he's only got, what, 16 seconds left. He has to get a shot in as quickly as he can. Otherwise, the T28's going to cap out and get his invader. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. He's popped up and we've got him. Fires around in and gets the kill just as the T28 caps out for the victory. So it's all killed. And the GW Panther of J Powers gets the, or JohnnieP gets the kill. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first class tanker for JohnnieP in the GW Panther. It was an exciting ending to that battle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12 in total, but he didn't get any epic medals, even though he did a lot of damage on the enemy. And his win rate for the game was 3,130. Now we included this battle because it was a very exciting ending, just as JohnnieP said. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see when it came to damage, actually that Progetto did the most. He got 4,619. He picked up a high caliber and a defender because he reset the T28 over 70 cap points, or over 70 defense points. The Ferdinand managed to get a tank sniper from that game. The T28 managed to get the invader, and the T25-2 picked up a Confederate. JohnnieP managed to get 2,019 hit points out of that game, so it was a little way down the table. The Scorpion G was our high scorer, 2,780 for him, but he was beaten by the defender on the enemy team. He did 2,865. When it came to kills, it was actually a tie between the Scorpion G, who got 3 kills, and the Ferdinand got 3. And then JohnnieP and the T28 both got 2 kills between them, and as did the Progetto. And when it came to base XP, well, it was JohnnieP because he was tier 7 in a tier 8 game, and the Progetto's tier 8, so's the T28. So he got 1,108 base experience points, 945 to the AMX AC46, and the E25 did 866 in total. JohnnieP fired 14 rounds in that game, got 8 direct hits, but he didn't get any penetrations at all. I felt sure that he would get a penetrating shot on the steel Waffenträger. 12 splash as well. Damage of 2,019 hit points, of which 1,882 were at more than 300 meters. So he did do some close range shooting. That was, I think, the shot on the Progetto right at the end. He destroyed damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did stun assistance of 1,644 hit points off 10 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 47,192 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away a profit of 31,512 credits. He picked up 1,662 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But it was an exciting ending, and it was nice to get that kill right at the end, just as the T28 capped out. If the Progetto had been a little faster on the trigger, he might have got a second reset, and that would have made it very difficult for them to cap out without the GW Panther rather being in the cap. But it all worked out okay in the end. So congratulations to JohnnieP. If you enjoyed that video, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We get great replays like this all the time, and it would be a pity if you miss one. And thanks for watching this video.